श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री सद्गुरु परमात्मने नमः। सर्वमहर्षिभ्यो नमः। 15th श्लोक। स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्तत्वं पुरुषोत्तमा भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते। Substance. O Purushottama, source of all beings, God of gods, ruler of the world, thyself indeed know thyself by thyself. For others it is inscrutable and mysterious. 16th sloka. वक्तुमर्हस्य शेषेण दिव्या ह्यात्मविभूतयः याभिर्विभूतिर्भिर्लोकानां त्वं व्याप्य तिष्ठसि. Substance. Therefore, deign to tell me without reserve of your divine glories, the extension of thy divine power by which glories you exist, pervading all these worlds. Commentary. The Lord alone could be the interpreter, the commentator of his own divine sovereignty. Arjuna, as the faithful devotee, prays to the Lord to reveal his glories as no one else knows him. 17th sloka. Katham vidyamaham yogim stvam sada parichintayan keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavanmaya. Substance. O Lord of Yoga, how shall I ever meditating know thee? In what and what aspects or objects art thou to be thought of by me, O blessed Lord? Commentary. Arjuna's prayer is indeed the prayer of all spiritual seekers. Rarely does a man realize the subtle, formless Brahman. All seekers are functioning through the senses and the mind, and the objective world is present before their eyes. The Lord, having permeated the whole universe in what and what aspects and forms he should be cognized and worshipped is the question. The Lord points out some of the outstanding manifestations of his divine glory. The seeker may take up any form and offer worship in the firm belief that it is the Supreme Lord himself. 18th sloka. Vistarenatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana bhuyah katayah truptirhi srunvato nasti me mrutam. Substance. O Krishna, tell me again in detail of your yogic power and sovereign glory. For listening to your nectar-like life-giving speech, I do not find satisfaction. I am eager to hear more and more from you. Commentary. The Lord's teaching is nectar, amrutam to Arjuna. Who can find satisfy listening to such life-giving speech when the Lord is himself the speaker? Who can say enough? The teaching is immortal like the Lord himself. The disciple should have such relish for the Guru's words. All other things, the best of them, produce the negative effect after some time. But the Lord's song of immortality and eternal bliss can have no end, no diminution of interest and taste. It grows and grows till the whole being of man is filled with blissful adoration. The Lord reveals his glories, the highest of them, as there is no end to his glory. 19th shloka. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Hantate kat ishyami divya hyatma vibhutayah pradanyatah kurushreshta nastyanto vistarasya me. Substance. The Blessed Lord said, O Arjuna, now I will declare to you my divine glories in their prominence, for there is no end to the existence of my divine glory. Commentary. Indeed, where can there be an end to the glorious manifestation of the Lord? He is infinite, and so his glory is infinite. That is why the Lord declares only the most excellent in which the seeker could easily discover the Lord's presence. In fact, there is not a particle of matter or energy or intelligence or virtue which is not a manifestation of the Lord. This universality of outlook and inner understanding is the highest form of devotion. From this verse onwards till the 39th verse, the Lord declares His manifold glory. 20th sloka. Ahamatma Gudakesha Sarvabhutashayastitaha Ahamaदित्यas madhyam cha Bhutanam anta eva cha. Substance. O Arjuna, I am the Self seated in the hearts of all beings, the origin, middle, and also the end of beings. I alone am. Commentary. In the very first declaration, the Lord states that He is Atma dwelling in the hearts of all beings. The Pratyagatma seated in the heart of every being is the Lord Himself. As Atma, He is the eternal witness, Sakshi, of the functions of the body, mind, and Buddhi, reason. Atma, the witness, is no other than Jivatma, Pratyagatma, which is no other than Paramatma. The Mahavakya that embodies the highest truth is here stated. The Jiva, by ignorance, has identified himself with the extraneous body and mind, and thus he has forgotten his divine nature. When knowledge dawns, the very Jiva comes to realize in a flash that he is Paramatma himself, and there the quest for truth comes to an end. For he has now discovered that he is the all pervading, all blissful, omniscient self of all. All ideas of littleness and separateness are the most superstitious and hallucinations. They should be rejected once and for all, and the divinity of the self should be clearly understood, firmly held, and definitely realized. The Lord is present in every being, so love and friendly feelings towards all, non injury and service should be cultivated by the seeker in the true spirit that he is serving the Lord Himself. As the world is superimposed on the Lord, who is the basis of and foundation, and as what is superimposed, like the snake in the rope, cannot be different from the original, the Lord is Himself the universe. Therefore, He is its origin, the middle, and its end. Let all the aspirants think of the grand and lofty truth that they are veritably the Pratyagatma and certainly not the little ego caught in the cage of flesh. So, thinking and meditating the truth is permanently realized in proper season. Then is man released from all dreams of pain, sorrow, and delusion. Thus, awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. Gudakesha means Gudaka plus Isha, one who has conquered sleep, that is, who has risen above the tamasic plane. Food and sleep are stealing the treasure of life. So it is man's first duty to see that they do not ransack his spiritual treasure. Question. Who is that Pratyagatma dwelling in the hearts of all beings? Answer. He is Paramatma himself. Question. What further is his nature? Answer. He is the origin, the middle, and the end of all beings. 21st sloka. Adityanamaham Vishnuhur Jyotisham Raviramshuman Marichirmarutamasmi Nakshatranamaham Shashi. Substance. Among Adityas, I am Vishnu. Among luminaries, I am the sun. I am the Marut Devas, I am Marichi. Among the asterisms, stars, I am the moon. Commentary. The Adityas, sons of Aditi, are 12. Dhata, Mitra, Aryama, Shakra, Varuna, Anshu, Amshu, Bhaga, Vishwavan, Pusha, Savita, Twashta, Vishnu. These names are mentioned in the Adi Parva of Mahabharata. The Lord declares that He is Vishnu among the Adityas, implying that His glory is the most manifest in Vishnu. The other beings mentioned should be understood. Other beings mentioned should be understood in a similar manner. The Lord has stated that He would mention the most powerful of the manifestations in the small heap of stones as well as in the Himalayas. He is equally present. Both are His manifestations, and yet in the Himalayas we see a vaster and mightier manifestation which will satisfy the seeker's imagination and give him an immediate perception of his glory. The Marut Devas are 7. Ahava, Pravaha, Nivaha, Paravaha, Udvaha, Samvaha, Parivaha, Marichi.